The Menger Hotel in San Antonio, Texas has a long and bloody history, and it's often referred to as one of the most haunted hotels in the United States. The area is notorious for ghost sightings, harking back to its heritage as a military compound and political prison. Disembodied battle cries are often reported by tourists visiting the area. Soldiers in 19th century attire have been spotted, only to disappear moments later. Even visions of monks in robes have been haunting this blood-soaked property for years. The Menger Hotel is famous for being the place where Theodore Roosevelt recruited men to fight for him in the Spanish-American War. Hotel staff have reported all sorts of strange paranormal happenings, such as objects inexplicably flying across the room. Others also claim to have seen the spirit of Roosevelt himself sitting at the bar after hours. One of our viewers, Chewy Lazoya, recently participated in one of the hotel's notorious ghost tours. While walking around, soaking in the history, the tour guide said to take a lot of photos, just in case something paranormal might happen. And so Lazoya did, but didn't think much of it. That was until they got home and reviewed the pictures. Here's the photo that freaked them out. At first, nothing seems too out of place. But take a look at the mirror on the right-hand side of the photo. There appears to be a dark figure in the reflection. The figure is shadow-like with a grey skeletal face. Naturally, this image freaked a lot of viewers out on our Facebook group. However, a lot of comments were confused by the reflection itself. It looks distorted and seems to be reflecting another mirror on an angle that seems impossible. This strange detail led many to think that the photo had been photoshopped. This also raised our own suspicions, so we ran some filters over the image to see what's going on. Here you can see a noise analysis filter. In most cases, this filter can detect when an image is being manipulated in Photoshop. As you can see, it doesn't show any signs of being altered in any way. We then applied a luminance gradient filter which shows how light sources interact with the image. Here we can see that there is indeed something in the mirror, however the figure is indented as though the light isn't interacting properly. This doesn't mean it's photoshopped, it means that whatever's reflected in the mirror seems to be devoid of light altogether. Eerily, this isn't the only ghost photo we've been sent from the Menger Hotel. A few years ago, a fan of ours known as Johnny sent this picture in claiming he'd captured the spirit of an old monk. If you look in the top left-hand corner of the image, you can see a black entity that appears to be wearing a robe. The figure is hunched, yet partially see-through and almost looks like it's hovering. So then, is the Menger Hotel really haunted? Given its bloody history, the haunting reports from staff and patrons, and now these strange images, it certainly does make you wonder whether this old hotel really is harbouring something paranormal. Perhaps the spirits of those who died here long ago.